Hello, welcome again. Today we are looking at simplification of logarithmic expressions using laws of logarithms. The laws were mainly three. The first one was a law of multiplication, where when you have logs being added, then you take the arguments, you take the values, and then you multiply. But we also had another one, which is the law of division, where if the logarithms are being subtracted, then you do what? You take the values and then you do what? You divide. And then the last one was the change of the base. So we are going to tackle the first two, and then later on we'll do those particular situations that requires you to change the base. So now, example 1 is here. You are told to simplify. Remember, the question is simplify. So some situations you are going to simplify and you end up with just a number. Other situations you just simplify and you still leave it in terms of logarithm. Now let us see the first part. Simplify log 6 plus log 5 minus log 3. So let's try to do this. We shall have log 6. Because it is addition, we are going to multiply the 2. So we shall have log 6 times 5, and then minus log 3 means divide by 3. So this one will now give us 6 by 5 is 30, so we shall have log 30 divided by 3, and log 30 divided by 3 gives us log 10. And remember, you cannot leave this in this format. Why? Because we say that if logarithms are given to no particular base, then we are going to express this to base 10. So naturally, this is log to base 10, and this is going to be log 10 base 10. So you cannot leave this as log 10 base 10. Why? Because we said that log of a base a is equivalent to 1, and therefore log 10 base 10 is therefore also equivalent to 1. So therefore the answer here is 1. So we have simplified and our answer becomes 1. Let's see the next, part B. 2 log x plus log 4 minus log 2. So first of all, bring back the power 2 here. So we shall have log x squared plus log 4 minus log 2. And then now, the law of logarithm, addition of logs is same as multiplication of the values. So we shall now have log x squared, multiply this by 4. And then subtraction is same as division. So x by 4 is going to give us log 4x squared, and then divide this by 2. So we end up with 4 divided by 2 is 2. So we shall have log 2x squared. Now our answer will remain like this, or you can go ahead and express it as 2 log x. They mean the same thing. So the answer is either log x, log 2x squared, or 2 log x. Now you cannot simplify this further even if the base is to base 10. Why? Because we don't know what is the value of x. Had we known the value of x, then we could try that. Now the next, 3 log x minus 2 log y. So again, we are going to apply the same situation as we have seen in the previous one. So we have log x cubed minus log y squared. We bring back the powers. So this will be log x cubed over y squared. So this becomes the final answer, log x cubed over y squared, as being the final answer. Part C, part D, log 8 plus log 125 minus log 20. So in this case, we are going to simplify. We shall have log 8 plus log 125 means times 125, and then minus log 20 means divide by 20. So let us try to simplify here. 4 here twice into 20, 5 times. 5 into 5 once into 125 is 25 times. So therefore this one gives us log 2 times 25 is log 50. So we end up with this being log 50. That becomes the end of our working. The next, 2 log 5 plus log 4 minus log 10. So we shall have log 5 squared plus log 4 minus log 10. 5 squared is 25, so we shall now have log 25 plus log 4 minus log 10. Let's proceed. Addition is multiplication, so we shall have log 25 by 4, and then subtraction is division, so divide by 10. And 25 by 4 is 100, so we shall have this is log 100 divided by 10. 100 divided by 10, this gives you 10, log 10. And then log 10, because the bases were not given, it becomes therefore to base 10, and log 10 base 10 is equivalent to 1. So therefore the final answer for this case is 1. So I wanted to try this one. Log x plus 1 plus log x minus 1 minus log x. What will you get when you simplify this? The next one, log to base 2 of 8 plus log to base 2 of 4 minus log to base 2 of 2. What do you get if you simplify this? The next, log x squared minus 1 over x plus log x minus 1. What will you get? The next, 2 log x minus 1 minus log x squared minus 1. What will you get? So try those, and then we shall meet later to discuss them. Now, we are moving to the next item, logarithmic equations. So we want to work out the following. We are told, given that log to base 2 of x minus 3 is equal to log to base 2x plus 7. Find the value of x. Now in this case, if the bases are the same, then these values are also going to be equal. Why? The bases are the same. So in this case, we are going to drop the logs and then we equate these values. So we shall have x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 7. Then we use this to find the value of x. So therefore, we shall have x minus 2x is equal to 7 plus 3. X minus 2x is negative x. 7 plus 3 is 10. So therefore, x is negative 10. That is how we get the value of x in this situation. The next, log 2x plus log 3x minus log 4x is equal to log x minus 12. Remember, throughout, the bases are 2 throughout. So the first thing is to use the loss of logarithm to simplify the left side. So we shall have log 2x plus log 3x means multiplication, and then minus 4x means division, the base is 2, is equal to log to base 2 of x minus 12. Then work out this, x times 2x times 3x, that gives us 6x. So we shall have log to base 2 of 6x squared, and then divide this by 4x. Equate this to log to base 2 of x minus 12. So now simplify. So 2 here 3 times, twice, and then x and x will go with 1, so you have log 3x over 2, the base is 2, is equal to log x minus 12. Now at this point, because the bases are the same, drop the bases and then equate these values that we have here. Equate this value to this other one. So in that case, we shall now proceed, and we will get that 3x over 2 is equal to x minus 12. So therefore, the first thing, remove the denominator on the left side, multiply both sides by 2. You remain with 3x is equal to 2x minus 24. So now collect like terms. 3x minus 2x is equal to negative 24. 3x minus 2x is x is equal to negative 24. And that becomes the final answer. X is equal to negative 24. The next, log x plus 2 minus 1 is equal to log 2x minus 3. Now in this case, we have this constant here. which we are going to deal with first of all, even before we proceed. The bases are 5. So we're going to introduce a logarithm. We are going to convert this -1 into logarithm. So remember, earlier on, we discussed this and we say that we are able to introduce. So this is how we are going to introduce. We have that log of a known, let's call it x, when the base is 5, is equal to -1. Remember how we converted from logarithmic notation to index notation? It will assist us here now to work out this. So therefore the base is 5 raised to power -1 is equal to x. So what is the value of x? This is going to be 1 over 5 is equal to x. So now our -1 will now change to become log 1 over 5 and the base is 5. That one is how we convert -1. And of course you can convert any other thing. For example, assume we had positive 2. Assume our equation was log to base 5 of x plus 2, close the bracket, plus 2. If it were plus 2, we'll do the same thing. We are going to say that log when the base is 5 of a given unknown is equal to 2. And then we express 5 raised to power 2 to be equal to x. 5 raised to power 2 is 25. So that now that is equivalent to x. So that now this 2 that we had, which is a whole number, now becomes log 25 when the base is 5. I hope you understand how we have managed to convert those two situations. We shall now rewrite it. It will become log to base 5 of x plus 2 minus log of 1 over 5. Now it should be plus y because 1 over 5 is what? Is -1. So therefore this is equivalent to log 2x minus 3. The base is 5. Then now addition is multiplication. So we shall now have log to base 5 of 1 over 5 by x plus 2 is equal to log 2x minus 3. The base is 5 on this side also. So at this point, drop the logs and then equate these values. So it will now mean that 1 over 5 into x plus 2 is equal to 2x minus 3. So multiply both sides by 5, x plus 2. If you multiply both sides by 5, this side will remain with x plus 2 is equal to 5 by 2x, which is 10x. 5 by -3 is -15. So now collect like terms. X minus 10x is equal to -15 minus 2. X minus 10x is -9x is equal to -17. So therefore your x will be positive 17 over 9, which you can simplify. X will now become 1 and 8 over 9. That becomes the final answer for that question. The next question is log to base 4 of 3x plus 2 is equal to log to base 4 of x plus 7. Again, you are meeting this situation. The first step is to convert this into logarithm. We said that you look at the base. Log to base 4 of a given unknown x, we can equate this to 2. So it is 4 raised to power 2 is equal to x. 4 raised to power 2 is 16 is equal to x. So that now positive 2 now will change to log 16. Log to base 4 of 3x minus 5 plus 2 now becomes log to base 4 of 16 is equal to log to base 4 of x plus 7. Then now deal with the positive addition on the left side. So what will we have? We shall have log to base 4 of 3x minus 5 by 16 is equal to log to base 4 of x plus 7. So at this point, we're going to drop the logs and then we equate the values that we have here. We now equate this. So we shall now have 16 into 3x minus 5 is equal to x plus 7. So we shall now work out 16 times 3 That one gives us 48. So 48x minus, what about 16 by 5? That one gives us 80 is equal to x plus 7. So now collect like terms. So 48x minus x is equal to 7 plus 80. So 48 minus x, we get this is 47x is equal to 87. So to get x, divide both sides by 47. So x is going to be equal to 87 divided by 47, which gives you 1.8511064. So I want to now to try out this. Log to base 2 of x minus 1 plus log to base 2 of x minus 5 is equal to 3. Hint, you start by converting that 3 to become log to base 2. Then the next, 2 log x base 3 is equal to log x plus 6 to base 3. Then the last one, log x plus 4 minus log x minus 2 is equal to 1. Goodbye.